Hello and welcome to day one on our Road to 100 MSP events. I'm Michael Bukaic, and you join me here in the Best Western something something in Katy, Texas. One of the nicest, cheapest budget hotels, as you can see, that I found in this area. Today's a big day. This morning we woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning, got on a plane, flew 3.5 hours here to Houston, Texas, because tomorrow is the first event in our 100 events that we're gonna do this year with our MSPs. Today was sort of our little prep day. I met with Dave Primley from All In IT here in Katy, Texas. But tomorrow, our first event of the year, we're gonna do cold walk-ins, taking donuts to leads in Katy, Texas, and I'm gonna bring you with me. So I got my DJI camera set up. I'm gonna vlog this entire journey. Every hand we shake, every name we write down, every golf tournament we sponsor, every booth we set up, I'm gonna walk you side by side with me. We're gonna try and capture all these lessons learned so you can see from the front lines the best ways to go outbound and generate leads for your MSP. So I hope you're into that, because I'm gonna record like 1,000 videos this year and bring you on this journey with me. All right, so stay tuned. And if you haven't been a subscriber yet, as of today, we have 58 subscribers on our YouTube channel, so you could be lucky number 59 and hit that subscribe button. Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Today is day one of the Road to 100, and we're doing donuts today.
Come on, let's go get some donuts.
Ooh, door's locked. Move it real. All right, talk us through the strategy of why we're driving around Houston giving out donuts.
We want anybody that's looking for IT support, but we want them to come to us. We want them to remember us. So this is just something we do. We just literally drop off a dozen donuts and a business card and we walk out. The reception has been wonderful. It's exciting when you walk in and everybody, the first person sees you smiles because you've got a dozen donuts in your hand.
Sweet, all right. That's the prep for donuts. Let's go get some donuts.
Let's go.
Here we go, Daylight Donuts.
What I've learned is, so this was the fourth outing that I've done with the donuts. And what we're looking to do is we're looking to validate the people that are on the list or remove them from the list. So if they qualify as a customer, we move them down the funnel another step and we start communications with them. So it's building a lead, disqualifying non-qualified leads, and just building the relationships with the customers we already have. If you're on the fence, get off of it. Donuts are not coming to you. It's right up the road. It's super simple. This idea spawned from conversation I had with Mike in November. And he kept saying, he goes, you gotta be Donut Dave, you gotta be Donut Dave. It works. I'm seeing it work. Granted, I don't have any clients from this yet, but it's gonna happen. It will happen. I promise you, these people are gonna remember me. So call Mike, have him come to your place, go get some donuts, pass them out. Dude, you don't get better eye candy.
That's why I don't eat any of the donuts. Well, that's a wrap for day one on the Road to 100 events. If you've gotten this far in the video, you've seen that we qualified them on our Dream 200 list. Then we just dropped in with donuts to build rapport and collect recon, make sure that they know our name and feel great about us, and then we're gonna keep warming them up in our nurture funnel. Tomorrow we have our IT Nation Grow event, so we're heading in 45 minutes into downtown Houston tonight. We're gonna stay downtown and then have the IT Nation Grow event with our partners from Frictionless IT and with some of the MSPs that we already serve, hunting for leads. Stay tuned for a big event tomorrow. That's a wrap. All right, welcome to the end of day two on the Road to 100. We did our first event today. Huge, pop the champagne emojis. Huge tip, make sure you pack your bag with canned cold coffee and protein drinks. Kept me going until 9:30 and I'm feeling good. Gonna do a couple hours of work and then go to bed, rest up, hit the gym in the morning, get ready for the event, shake some hands, make some money. That's it, boom. All right, catch you later. Day three, event number 2. Just hit the gym, going for chest and traps. Good morning. We are the morning of day 3. Just left our hotel and walking towards the IT Nation Grow event. Fun fact, this is the first time I'm using this DJI publicly on the street with a selfie stick. So if you see people laughing at me in the background, who cares? Because the purpose is to get the content for you. Day 1 recap, biggest takeaway, always have a sidekick wingman because active listening takes a lot of mental bandwidth. Dave was fully engaged in the conversation, which was great. I was there as the wingman, just writing notes, which was super because it takes a lot of mental effort to make sure you catch everything. And then we combined our notes afterwards and Dave's gonna take it from here. So always have a wingman. We also used our Plod. It's our Plod AI note taker, which was a huge support. So I recommend that. Hold that thought because I gotta check my map. Not sure if I'm walking in the right place. All right, here we go. So day 2, huge day. First donut cold walk and knock that we did. That was the first time I did the donuts. Strongly, strongly recommend it. I was at 100% confidence that it was a worthwhile activity. Now I'm at 100,000% confidence. Even if the sole outcome is you putting eyes on your Dream 200 to validate that they should still be on your Dream 200 lead list. That was killer. And then I drove in an Uber to downtown Houston, which is where I am now. And I met up with some of our partners at the IT Nation Grow event. Today is the Grow peer group event with IT Nation. There's gonna be, I don't know, 50, 100 MSPs here. Shake hands, talk to them, learn from the peer group sessions. There's a lot on like positioning your MSP for acquisition, which I'm curious to learn more about. All right, join me as we go to IT Nation Grow. Boom. All right, fun update from IT Nation Evolve. I've been talking to people about the donut walk and knock that I did with Dave from All in IT on Monday. And actually someone came up to me and said that they overheard me talking donuts and they love the idea of going face to face and doing cold walk-ins because they used to do that when they were a door-to-door salesperson 20 years ago in their career. And no one's doing that in the MSP space. So there's a differentiator for any of you MSPs listening to me. Just try it. Just walk into some accountants or some law firms or an engineering company and say, hey, I love serving engineering companies with IT and I want to bring you donuts to make sure you had a better day. That's the script. Try that, build report, collect recon. Okay, back to the action. All right, we're just left the IT Nation Grow event at the hotel. It's been a pretty fun day. I'm attending this as more of a participant than a prospector. My preference for events is to go with my MSPs, to go hunt for leads for them. But here I'm in the audience listening to the speakers and then networking with MSPs at lunch. So it's kind of a divergence from my usual event, but nevertheless super valuable to me because I learned a ton of stuff. The IT Nation Grow event is meant for the MSPs in the IT Nation community, which, as I learned, are part of the upper crust of MSPs, at least that's what IT Nation told me. So they're on the higher end of top line revenue and EBITDA, still learning that, which also means they have a lot of best practices to share. So I was soaking it in today. I had a great conversation with Brian Oppie, super smart guy. He had run his own MSP and now he's a strategic coach for the MSPs in this community to help them up their game. He broke down key metrics on the histogram of where MSPs land in top line revenue, which is useful situational awareness. Brian's gonna come on the show and actually break it down for us. But I love seeing that, like the breakdown of how many MSPs are below $1 million top line revenue, who's between $1 and $3 million, who's between 3 and 5, who's over 5. Because the vast majority of MSPs are making less than $3 million a year. So Brian gave me a little teaser. Gosh, this guy's laughing at me. We're gonna record like a 5-minute breakdown teaser and then Brian's gonna come on the podcast and give us a full deep dive. Also spent like 2 hours with Nicole Bielansky from Frictionless IT talking about HubSpot setup, how to organize your outbound lead gen workflows in HubSpot. I want to make it easier to capture the value that you're investing in each lead. Every time you drop off donuts, I love the sweatshirt. Okay, I got a SolidWorks sweatshirt. Anyways, every time you touch a lead, I want you to know that you just made them more valuable to your business. The challenge that I'm trying to help my clients overcome is there's this purgatory where you meet someone at a golf course and 8 months later they might call you and say, I need IT services. During that time, you had been influencing them. You may just not have been recording it and capturing it in some sort of dashboard. I want to help you do that because you can certainly increase the probability that they call you in 8 months when their contract renews. And that's my entire philosophy that the outbound lead gen is like, I want us to use the outbound methods to influence these leads. So when they make the transition from lead to prospect, when they go from someone that might have a problem to entering their buying window, they call you. So we spent like 2 hours talking about that, split up in between all the sessions. And now everyone else went to the basketball game, but that ain't my game because after spending 12 hours working the event, I gotta go do work. So I'm heading back to the hotel, gonna crunch away on the laptop, gonna hit the gym, maybe hit the gym first to boost my energy up, and then prep for tomorrow. Tomorrow we check out, drive to the Woodlands, and get ready for Friday. We're gonna do more donut walk-ins with an MSP in the Woodlands. And that's this week. Let's get back to the hotel. I'm here with Roger Rodriguez. Say hello.
Hola.
Roger and I have been hunting for leads all morning. We're doing the donut walk and knock. We started the morning with 6 boxes of donuts. So we had our list of 6. The first 2 targets, no one was there. And we walked right in and there were no human beings there, which was a little concerning. But not a surprise. We continued on our list. We hit 3 in a row. We found one accounting company. We just walked in and said hi. Great connection. Second one was a attorney. They politely invited us in. There was no receptionist. There was just an associate that invited us in to talk with the main partner, Steve. And we had a great conversation. He was teasing me about eating donuts. He asked about how we handle help desk tickets. We talked to him for like 15 minutes. That was killer. What did you think about talking with Steve?
Talking to Steve was actually pretty good because he asked us some technical questions like how our help desk is, which has now given us some feedback on follow-up questions for him to figure out exactly, how was it that Steve as an attorney is very knowledgeable in something that is outside of his wheelhouse. Did he have a good experience? Did he have a bad experience? Or are there certain expectations that come along with the question of how do you remote into my workstation? So that was something that was positive that we took back from Steve today.
Totally. Anytime someone asks you a nuanced question like that out of the blue, the response is, sure, why do you ask? Like, Steve, why are you thinking about that? No one wakes up thinking about that except us.
Right.
All right, what are we going to do now?
Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and input all this information into our Salesforce or into our CRM that we use, and we use Salesforce. So going to upload all that info so that therefore I can go ahead and set reminders for follow-ups. And then also took voice notes, and then I'll use those voice notes to also put in, little witty lines in there to go ahead and grasp some more attention.
Heck yeah. And we didn't script that, but I'm so glad that you said that because that's the money is made in the follow-ups, and we can't do the follow-ups unless we write the notes. So the day's not over handing out donuts. The day's over when we put the notes in Salesforce. Here, let's go inside and do some CRM notes. It's so nice and sunny here in Texas. And I'm going to fly home tonight at midnight, and it's going to be super cold and snowy. Hey everyone, we're catching up here at the Houston airport. I just got through security check and grabbed some food, and now I'm going to hang out here for a couple hours until we get on the plane. Today was a huge day with the donuts. Huge week. Week number 1, kicking off the road to 100. We got 3 events under our belt already. Next week, we're going to do 2 more. Donuts on Monday with Streamline Technology Solutions. And then we're going to be with the Managed Service Provider Association of America at the MSP Expo, running a panel on high margin sales playbooks. And I'm going to be talking about donuts. And we're also going to be running some podcast interviews from the whole show. It's going to be great. So tonight I'm going to get home around midnight. That's the game. So week number 1 under our belt. We're getting after it. learning how to prospect, learning how to run the outbound campaigns, booking leads for MSPs. See you on the next one.